The next project is for the legal language, social media and law. So in the first paragraph, what is the social media? The meaning is written here. So all those things which we share through this media, the things which we share is called social, and through this media, so it is called as social media. Then most of us are familiar with the social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, YouTube, Snapchat, Pinterest, Quora, etc. and so on. Then we have to write the advantages of social media. Social media has a very positive impact. They have changed our life drastically, and its impact cannot be ignored. Finding a job is never being this easier. One can build up his or her profile online, apply for the jobs, and can attract the job opportunities. Then we have to write the disadvantages of social media. So first is the cyberbullying. The use of electronic communication to bully a person, typically by sending messages of an intimidating or a threatening nature. Cyberbullying and peer pressure are significant issues. It's a struggle of teens and students to be like others, means so-called perfect like them. So through a electronic media, a person is bullied. It is called cyberbullying. Cyberbullying in India includes sharing of private or personal information about someone, which can cause embarrassment to a person. It can be done in different forms over the various online platforms. These are the various forms: humiliating or embarrassing content posted online about the victim of online bullying, hacking of account, posting vulgar messages, threatening the victim to commit an act of violence, and fifth is stalking. Second is the social networking can become a severe distraction for some people. So we don't know how the time passes. Such we are addicted to the social medias. Then it can disrupt our sleep cycle. What are the severe effects on the health? Digestion problems, dark circles, obesity, gaining of weight, not feeling fresh, laziness, and so on. When our sleep cycle is disturbed, not only we distract mentally but also by physically. Next is the it can spread false or unreliable information quickly. The contents which are inappropriate spread 6 times faster on the social medias. Fake news items contents receive the more likes, comments, and shares than the true ones. Now it is up to us. It's our responsibility to verify the information that we share is a correct or a wrong. In this way, we can avoid this advantage. Next, it can become a severe distraction for some people. This point is repeated. And then we start to live in a virtual life. We forget our real life and start living in a virtual life. Always posting photos, videos of us and engaged in how many likes and comments we are going to get. If likes and comments are less, then it leads to depression and anxiety. What advantage we are going to get through these foolish likes and comments, and who are those people who judge us and like? So now the people are living mostly in the virtual life because of the social medias and the apps that ruin the life of many, but we are very innocent for not understanding this. This app distracts us from everything. People spend whole day in making videos for the likes and comments. One of the app is TikTok. So in the previous videos, first news reporting, the same content is written here. So up till now we have seen what are the advantages, disadvantages of the social media. Now we are going to see the crimes related to the social media and laws. First is the trademark infringement. Now the trademark infringement means illegal use of a trademark or a service mark. Trademark is a word, symbol, slogan, logo, packaging, anything that identifies specific goods or services. A person is punishable with the imprisonment for a term of 6 months. This is called trademark infringement. And copyright infringement, as a general matter, copyright infringement occurs when a copyrighted work is reproduced, distributed, performed, published, displayed, or made into a derivative work without the permission of the copywriter owner. A person is punishable with a minimum punishment for infringement of a copyright is for the 6 months and a fine of rupees 50,000. Cyber stalking. So first we should know what is stalking. Cyber stalking is a type of a crime. In the cyber stalking, there is an involvement of a two person. Firstly is the stalker, is also known as attacker, who do the crime, and second is the victim who is harassed by the stalker. So cyber stalking is also known as cyber crime. Cyber, which is related to the internet, and the stalking means to browsing anyone's online history with the help of any social media in or the other websites to know about that particular person is a term as stalking. So the only term stalking means to consistently following to that person. It is known as stalking. And cyber stalking means to electronic media the person is harassed. It is called cyber stalking. So stalking means to following any particular person over a long period of a time. And this activity also involves the harassment or a threatening behavior, the stalker consistently following a person everywhere at the home, market, etc. But in cyber stalking, there is a use of the internet or any other electronic media by which the communication can be done through the emails or SMS to stalk that person. The main drawback is that stalker can easily stalk anybody without being detected, and cyber stalking is a serious crime and there are many cases against it in India. In India, the cases which are filed against those stalkers are mostly supported by the females. Nearly about 60% females get victimized. The stalking is majorly spotted in two states of India. Firstly, Maharashtra with 1399 cases, which had a higher number of stalking, and secondly is the Delhi, which around 1130 cases is filed against the stalking. So the cyber stalking cases are dealt in India by the Information Technology Act 2000 and the Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013. So first we will see the Information Technology Act 2000. If any person is publishing or sending any salacious material in the form of electronic media is to be charged under section 67 of the Act, Information Technology Act 2000. This does not involve the determination of the extent of a liability of ISP, Internet Service Providers, and their directors. Means those person who has done this crime is only liable for the crime and is charged under section 67 of the Act. The Internet Service Providers are not liable. Then the Information Technology Act 2000 also comes into picture when the cyber stalker posts or sends any obscene content to the victim. Section 67 of the Information Technology Act states that when any obscene material is published, transmitted, or caused to be published in any electronic form, then it is a crime of obscenity, punishable with a imprisonment for up to 5 years with a fine of rupees 1 lakh. Section 500 of the Indian Penal Code that deals with the defamation provides punishment for any such act with imprisonment up to 2 years, fine, or a both. So this was the Information Technology Act 2000. Next is the Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013. The Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013. The acts include stalking as an offence under section 354D of the IPC Indian Penal Code.